Hey y'all, it's me, Jocasta Lester. How y'all doing? I know I look retarded. Don't worry about it. But check this out. If we aren't careful, the devil can use us against each other. I kind of figured this thing out. Check this out. I'm gonna say something to you. Hopefully y'all understand what I'm trying to say. Hopefully I say it correctly so that you can hear it. Okay? Yo, everything that's your purpose, if it's perverted, then it becomes something that looks like you're open, like thing to mourn about. You're a tragedy sum. Okay? So then let's say the very thing that you're supposed to be good at, God gave it to you by name. Let's say you got a name, and your name is really like the thing you're supposed to be all over. It's the thing that is your charge in life, and you all were given these names to go and do things well with it. Okay? Even with the way that the world was limiting you, with the favor that God gives you, you can go once He really puts that extra in you. That's your increase, okay? When He births you again, okay? Well, check this out. The world tries its best to use Christians against Christians to rob Christians because they don't have the tools to rob. It's like they're trying to shake you down, but they don't have a gun. You feel me? They need the Christians' guns to shoot at Christians. It's what they do. They try to rob you of your gun so they can shoot your brother, okay? So check this out. When it comes to the things that they try to do, first off, they try to place you. Let's say you're good at math, right? Let's say you can count the cost very well, okay? But they try to take away your self-esteem in a way. They mess with your confidence. They shake it. I'll tell you what they do. They'll put you in line with things. They'll give you schooling. You'll be instructed. You'll grow up. And first off, they try to make you rely on them for the things that God gave you as an innate ability. Okay, so let's say that you're able to do something and you're able to do it naturally, and then God grooms you using the system. He trains you up, but they try instead to make you a dependent now instead of someone who was groomed. In your childhood, when you were reared up, I'm telling you, you were groomed to do well at those things that you're good at, and you were encouraged, all right, and your confidence boosted. Now, when it came down to when you're born again, all the good and the evil were separated, so that they that really would try to make you the dependent, those were identified, as well as the ones that loved you as a child. Those were identified, so that they were cut down the middle, straight down the two. One side hates you and wants to make you depend on them for everything that God gave you because they hated on you for being able to do it so well. And the other side, they really just want to push now, because now they want to be on your team to drive you to where you're supposed to go. But sometimes, I'm telling you, over the course of this rearing, the God's love that He gives you in the world to make you look good, in my case, at cost, C-O-S-T, my name is Jocasta, at commerce, there are they who are the bad guys. They've already taken that plummet, that fall, that Babylon. What happens is when you become what they say Babylon is, it's a perversion of what you were supposed to be. So that now you're going to school, and they put you, the first thing they do to try to destroy you is to put you into something that makes you not feel good about what you're able to do naturally. They try to make you feel like your natural ability is not good enough for you to perform well at it. Okay? So that the evils of the world, not the people that are just normal people living their lives, but the evils of the world, they know that they don't want you to come into that promise that God gave you to be. The others that challenge that, or the others are just like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. They're just people that seem like they know what they're talking about until they fall into it. Then they find out, oh, this is true. It has truth to it. So that the Babylonian existence is such that everything that you have that you're supposed to get, you don't get because something tried to take what you're supposed to have, using the Christians that were supposed to be there with you in it. Okay? So, let's say, for instance, you're supposed to be an excellent mathematician. Well, then you would have been told you were good at math all your life. You would have been told you were good at these different things. Your schooling speaks to it. So whenever you graduate all of your schools, the things that you perform the best at, those are your talents that are pushed. Okay? Now, the things that they try to put you in to try to make you kind of go astray, it's marriages, different things that they put in your life that they introduce to you that you don't need. Okay, different friendships, different relationships, different demonic entities that are on assignment to you that come to hunt you some. Okay, so it all boils down to this. I went to college and I lost my confidence greatly. What I saw were these mathematicians that were really good at head math. They were able to do it very quickly. I didn't do it as quickly in my head, but I did it well, if that makes any sense. And also, I started to struggle. It's some things that happen in our bodies when these familiars attach, when the sin comes into your life, these husbands, these boyfriends and things, where you now have these different spirits that have shown up in your life, okay? Because these people are people that, you know, they show up in your life, they attach to you some. And so you find yourself, contending against spirits that may have hunted you. Okay. So I say all of that to say this. Any intellectual struggles that you've dealt with, it might have everything to do with your sin life, your secondary life that you shouldn't have lived anyway. Okay. So I look at it, I'm like, all right, after that, you get born again and you get all this increase where God pours it out. Well, now they come and they run at you in overdrive. So they now try to make you look like an utter fool at the things that God gave you to do. So repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Have a blessed and marvelous day. You guys take care. And what they do is try to anoint. They try to re-anoint on the basis of your appointment. What am I saying? If you have cost in your name, they try to tell somebody else that they're commerce. When they have say in their names, they try to tell somebody else that they're wordsmith. You get it? But both people, God makes us people that are capable of several things. But what happens is when people try to take one another's things, they try to kind of drive covetousness in the kingdom of heaven. It's what they try to do on earth. So repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Have a blessed and marvelous day. They basically try to have you grabbing for the things of another repeatedly so that you end up destroying what was yours. Okay? So y'all take care.